Hi! Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. My name is Rikka, and welcome back to Our Life. Hello. Oh my. I've seen a few familiar... Hi, people. I see familiar faces. Or names, rather. The game is not good. Hold on. Let me just fix this. For some reason, the game is not capturing me. My Mimi computer. Okay. I know your people. I'm not dumb. What is happening? Ayo! Hello! Zen, thank you for the 13 months. Oh god. Oh wow, what have you been doing here? Such a supportive friend. Thank you so much. I don't know why this isn't black screen. I'm trying to fix it. Hi, Zach. Welcome. My god. Hi, Jericho. Ayo! Oh my god! Guys! Derpy! So long! Long time no see. Thank you so much. Oh, you got hype train already. Oh geez. Is it because of this? Is it still September? I don't know if September isn't like till... I know it's until end of September. Sadly, I didn't get to do anything because I was busy doing lots of cosplay stuff behind the scenes. And I've been so tired that I usually stop streaming altogether and move it away. My heart hurts. Oh well. It is what it is. Of course I remember you, Derpy. How can I forget you? You're one of the earliest people that I've seen on my streams. And I know you've been busy. Like, a lot of you are a lot of like my mutuals in terms of like fandoms and interests. And there are some that are new. Of course, hello, welcome. I hope you get to relax in this fine Sunday afternoon for my Asian peeps. I'm blushing. Oh. Atsukashi! Okay, hold on. I'm trying to fix like the... Oh, I see myself. Hi. Okay, let me try... Oh, so this worked. Okay. So we'll be using this instead. For some reason, my game capture isn't working. So let's just make use of what we can use. Pochi! Oh my god! Wait a minute. You're alive! You're alive! You're here! You're alive! I'm so happy to see you. I'm back from the dead. Yes, you are. Hold on, I just fixed the thing. Oh yes, everybody, don't forget to drink your water. I have a water bottle asset for a reason. I will rise. Yes, please. You know, I know we talk on DMs, but I do miss you. I do miss you. Lots. I miss the presence of everyone, actually. Am I doing this right? Oh, thank you. I just drank water, actually. And of course, I just sat down because I made myself a little bit of cup of coffee to pick myself up, as always. Oh, thank you for the stretch! Working me now, me lurk. Okay, sure, Jericho. I hope you... I mean, this is a visual novel, so you can listen to my story, like, of this game called Our Life. So a little bit of transparency right now. I will tell you a few things about what happened. I do want to tell stories about what happened in the Cosmania, the convention this weekend. I was so happy about how everything turned out. I cosplay Kotoka, Torahime. I don't know if I'm doing this right. Hold on. Sorry. Nijisanji En. So well, just a little tidbit. I had fun, of course. And plus, I met a lot of my friends. I met a lot of my friends, even my Discord friends, so I'm very, very happy with it. Huh. I'm just fixing this. It feels so uneven to me. I don't understand. Okay, hold on. You know what? I'll just do this. Yeah. And then we put... Okay. There we go. Move it a little bit there. I think that's fine. You know what? Okay, that's fine. I'm just fixing. I want to fix this because I want it. I don't know. It's just me being silly. There we go. Okay, I think that's okay. Anywho, yeah, I had like a convention over the weekend. As you see that on my schedule, I was very busy. Prior to that, the cosplay preparations really tired me out. So I had a few moments, and plus working, I had a few moments where I couldn't really stream a lot because I was very, very tired. So, yeah. Oh, hello. Okay. Oh, I missed the train. It's okay. I don't expect anyone to stay like that. Alright. Let's see here. I'm just taking a look around for some stuff that I need to fix, like technical stuff if I have to. So far, so far so good. I have one of my mods, which I'm happy with. Is my audio okay? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Hello, hello, hello. Am I loud enough compared to the background music? Because if not, I will increase it. Audio is good? That's great. Audio A-okay? Yes, yes. Thank you. Okay. Ah, very responsive people. Thank you. Let's see. And then the game audio is okay too? It's not too loud as well or anything, like the music is really relaxing. So for those NA peeps who are watching right now, you can use my voice and my background music, or at least the music is very relaxing, so you can have a good rest on this fine late Sunday. Well, I think it's Monday in the middle of the night for everyone in the NA. So, except if there's like other time zones in the States. There's so many. Okay, just some few double checks before I start. Okay, let me see here. There's only 3, it's fine. Wait, what? Okay, so I think everything's good. So a little bit of transparency before I start. Due to funds that I needed to do, the fund goals of the Live 2D has been compromised to use on some other stuff that I need to pay off. So I might need to start over with a few... I didn't compute, so I might just like lessen it a little bit. I'll check the current numbers and fix it by offline with the current Live 2D funds. I'm very sorry if I keep using it. It's always like this for me. It's hard to be a fangirl and also a responsible adult at the same time. So I hope everybody is not too disappointed. I know it's just, I promised myself not to move it, but there are cases that I really need to. So I apologize for any trouble. I know we were trying to strive for this goal, but I know we still can reach it. I know we can still get the booba. So I just wanted to put that out because I am very sad, of course, that I have to use the money, but at the same time, I owe it to all of you for the support and the love that you gave for donating to me. There are a few games that I also want to buy, but I know I can take my time with that. I try. So, yeah, I think that's all there is to it. I don't know. I don't really have a lot of stuff to announce. Maybe I remember it later. But yeah, I just wanted to get that out of my system. Because you all deserve to know. And I wanted you to know that where's the money is gonna go at one point. So, alright. Let's get started, shall we? Let's see. Oh yeah, so we're now at that point where we're gonna be preteens. Acne and all that stuff. So, there we go. Sheesh. So we ended so to recap, we've already ended the kids era. The kids era. Yeah, we've already ended with the kids. Now we can continue on with the next life, which is the preteens. I'm not gonna be excited. I'm scared for this one because of course you know how teens are. Let me just drink my coffee. It's one step at a time. Thank you, Lance. Thank you everyone for understanding. I appreciate it so much. Ooh, hot. Right. August ended, September began. Well, September ended here, so it was time to go back to school. Lizzie groaned and complained the entire first week. She hated going to classes. Still, there were interesting things to do that couldn't be done anywhere else. We weren't sure how Cove felt about it. He was enrolled that year. That was like a sign Cove would be staying in Sunset Bird for a while. At school, he was alright, but he kept his distance from the other kids. From what you saw anyway. Whenever he... Oh wow, I got an achievement. Start playing Step 2 using the Fond interest level. Oh yeah, because I used Fond. Whenever he could, Cove stuck to you like glue. He didn't even mind that much what you did to pass the time as long as he was together. That year, the divorce of Cove's parents was finalized. Aw, that's rough. Oh, hold on, my monitor is a little wonky. Shit, sorry. so many scuff. Gotta move this. There we go. Oh. You ever heard your parents talking about it? Saying Cove's dad got full custody. Is that an Ike mouse curse? So yeah, hell yeah it is. I forgot how you can see it. There's an option that I can turn it off, but it adds to the charm, so I like just to keep it staying here. Hold on, moving my mic. At first, just making sure. At first, you worried that meant bad news. It had made Mr. Holden cry, apparently. Then you found out it meant Cove would keep living with his dad. He would only stay with his mom a few weeks of the year. Cove cried too, for different reasons, you thought. It seemed like Cove and his dad might move again. But Mr. Holden decided to stay after all. Mom asked him about it once. He had said he didn't want to approve Cove's side for a second time. Mr. Holden tried to get Cove to like Sunset Bird more. He kept encouraging his son to go out and see the place. Sometimes Mr. Holden volunteered you to spend time with Cove. He seemed very confident that it was an effective strategy. Cove never talked to anyone about what happened with his parents and withdrew whenever it was brought up. It was hard for him, yet nobody knew how to help. Eventually, Cove stopped crying on his own. He couldn't understand what had changed. Still, you worried about him. Oh, there goes the teen. I will keep everything bottled up to myself. Era. Ah, yes. You could tell he wasn't completely happy. Maybe one day, he could say out loud what he felt inside. After that, I felt like things had gone back to normal. Except, what was normal didn't stay the same. Years passed, and suddenly you were in middle school. You weren't a kid anymore. You were 13 years old! Sheesh, young! Oh man, I was not wrong about the teen angst. That officially made you a teen, even if your sister didn't agree. The toys and crayons that used to litter every free space in your room had been packed away somewhere, replaced by new hobbies. There were other changes too. Cove's cast got taken off. It was weird to see him without it initially. Underneath the pink plaster ended up being a long, thin scar that snaked across his forearm. Cove's chest puffed out in pride when someone drew attention to it. He also went through a major growth spurt. He was the tallest student in his class for 2 years in a row. Cove would probably hold that spot again next time. In class, people knew him for more than just being tall. He also stood out because of how well he did in gym and other athletic situations. Over the years, he began opening up more too. You saw him talking amicably with other kids or neighbors from time to time. And the only kid that came to visit the neighborhood when... Sorry. I can talk. I can stream. Nice. The only kid... The only kid that came to visit the neighborhood when you were little, Shiloh, while he was gone. Okay, thanks for licking, Pochi. Okay. He and his mom moved back south because of her work, just 1 year after Cove came to Sunset birth. It had been really upsetting when he left. Lizzie was inconsolable for weeks. Nobody talked about Shiloh anymore. It was a long time ago. You learned some heartbreaking things became less sad than further away they were. Even they have never gotten any better. That was sad in its own way. Things at home were different too. We still lived in the same house and all that, but wasn't how it was English, but it wasn't how it was before. My Ma dyed her hair purple, wanting something new, and liked it so much she kept dyeing it. You remember calling her mommy as a kid, but something like that seemed awkward nowadays. You were much too old for the word. Oh my god, here we go. So you're calling her Ma now. Lizzie felt too mature for her nickname too, so she insisted on everyone calling her Elizabeth. Oh, that's cute. So you did. Your mom soon gave her permission to go places other than the playground and shopping street. She took advantage of. You rarely saw her around the old neighborhood. Oh yeah, cause Lizzie's older now. So she can go shopping and stuff in other areas. In fact, she hardly spent time with you the way she did before. Elizabeth instead associated more and more with girls from school who were her own age. Maybe the difference between 13 and 15 was greater than the difference between 8 and 10. You started befriending new people yourself, like Derek Suarez. He didn't live in the neighborhood or go to the same school. What happened was his and Cove's dads struck up a business partnership a few months ago. Since then, Derek would pop up in the area now and then. It seemed Mr. Suarez was happy to let Derek tag along to his work, if Derek had the time for it. Without a doubt, everyone and everything around you had changed. In small and big ways, you had to. As time went by, though, it was easy to settle into this new normal. Then before you knew it, school was over, and the summer vacation had come again. Oh, look at my room! I'm not a kid anymore, that's for sure. It was the first day of summer vacation. The sun was as hot as ever, but you were inside and away from its harsh rays. To be more specific, you were... You know what? If I were a kid as a teen, I would enjoy wide awake, enjoy my time off. I wasn't as less energetic as a kid. I really wanted to get up. More stuff than I had at 13, dude. You made sure to slather on a generous amount of sunscreen so you didn't get burned. You were looking in the mirror, studying the clothes you'd thrown on when your bedroom door opened without warning. Hold on. In the reflection, you saw Elizabeth raise an eyebrow. Oh, sheesh! Hold on! Wait, how do I make it disappear again? Oh shit, wait, back. Look at Elizabeth! She's grown! Holy crap! I'm trying to find out where to find... No, there, H, got it. Look at her! I mean, as a teen, I wasn't this pretty. I feel like I was very nerdy and weeby. My personal opinion. Nobody even knows, what I look like as a teen, but yeah. Let me see here. Still are. I'm not pretty. So you're thinking I'm not that pretty? Anyway. Okay, then since they're grown, they're not kids anymore, so I gotta be like this angsty teen voice. Ugh, gotta cringe. Have you Have you been staring at yourself this whole morning? I won't be nice to you. Could you knock next time? She ignored that, crossing her arms over her chest with a disgruntled expression. Clearly, she hadn't come in just to see you. Mom told me that you'd tell you that your friend's at the door. He brought some happy summer gift for Mr. Holden. Mom wants you to take it from him. Say thanks or whatever.
Come on.
Oh, the voice. So calm down already. Be right there. Elizabeth said nothing else and left, having done what was instructed of her. Now alone, you focus on the mirror once again. Am I that trying to look good? I'm very tall. Your reflection went over with the whole length of the mirror. You're pretty tall. Reflection fit comfortably in the frame. You're bare average height. There's a lot of open real estate. You're pretty short. Hey! You had trouble getting your reflection to appear in a mountain. Wow, I'm not that short. Okay, I will be an average height. Cove was really tall. Derek was kind of short, and you're pretty much the exact height that some would expect for a 13-year-old. I like my height. Suited you well in your mind. Then you put the finishing touches on your outfit while ruminating on the situation. Careless as they had been, Elizabeth's words piqued your curiosity. You planned on going over to see what Cove was up to, so this worked in your favor. Your reflection grinned back at you. You were looking forward to seeing him. You left your room, taking an easy time down the stairs. Oh, I want to see how Cove looks like. Step 2. Second chance. Oh. You spotted Mom first, reclining on the couch. She held a magazine in her hands, which was perusing through. Morning, Mom. She looked at you, up to your greeting, a smile instantly appearing on her face.
Thanks.
Good morning, Rikka. Thank you for coming down. Mom's pretty! Mom is pretty! Very, very pretty! Sheesh! Ma's at the door with Cove. Can't stay over today, unfortunately. Why don't you go and thank him before he leaves? You nodded and made your way to the front of the house. Just as she'd said, Ma was there making conversation. Must have heard you because she looked over her shoulder.
Oh?
Look who finally made it. Morning, sleepyhead. Ma reached forward and you knew she was about to pat you on the head. You know when she said, oh? Her voice was like in my ear and I'm like, oh my god. She was taller than average, so you're little in her eyes despite being a typical size for your age. Wait, what was I supposed to... Wait, what did she do? Wait. Oh, pat me on the head. Okay. Of course I'd happily let her do it. Type of small affectionate exchange was nice. Place the hold of her hand at the top of your head for a second before lifting back up. Ah, you're the last one down today, you know that? Life isn't a race. I was going to stay in longer, so you're welcome. Was I sassy as a teen? No, she isn't 18 yet. I would just apologize. Oh, there's no need for that. What matters is that you're here now. With a small laugh, Ma stepped aside. Cole was just as you remembered, exactly how you came to know him to be. Sheesh! Teen Cove, let's go! He leaned uncomfortably to the side in your doorway. Look at him blushing! It's so cute! Is the long strands of his hair idly drifted with the breeze. His features were pinched in embarrassment, and he shifted from one foot to another. He was holding what must be that much talk about gift. At first glance, you must figured it must be a bouquet of flowers, but then you gave it a real look. No, instead it was carefully cut fruit. Really? Oh my, it is! It made a lot of sense that it was actually from Kovstad. He had to suppress laugh at this showing. You couldn't imagine many folks buying this sort of thing for their own personal enjoyment. That kind of arrangement was built for the presentation, likely to impress whoever was inevitably going to receive it. It seemed no matter how long he lived here, Mr. Holden would keep going out of his way to be neighborly, and Cove would always be roped into participating. I don't know many 13-year-old guys wearing necklaces. Maybe I'm just old. Yeah, maybe you're just old. technically, maybe you are. Hmm. Hmm. Give me 1 sec. Okay. Cope smiled. Oh, look at that smile! So cute. Cope smiled at the sight of you. The sting of this goofy errand, he was so clearly embarrassed to be uneased. Hey, Rikka. He smiled back. It was second nature to you. Cope had always been such a close friend, ever since the two of you were kids. Hey, it's nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you too. Oh, the voice started to change. Your grin widened even more. Every time you came, your mood was brightened. It's already shaping up to be another long summer with plenty of time for the two of you to have fun together. His awkwardness over the task started to creep back in, so Cope nudged the gift closer to you. He was ready to be relieved of it. And with that, the gift was accepted. Oh, look at this guy. He's starting to look a lot like his dad with his outfit. I hope you and your family like this. It's a pretty good gift. I think so, anyway. He smiled earnest. Ah, he has such a cute smile! Okay, let's save that. Dad spent a lot of time picking out the best size and design. There were so many options to choose from. Should I do it? Should I do this last one? I wanna be a little tease as a kid. But I don't know. What do I choose? Interesting. Is he still in your good books? Huh? Is he still in good books? Wait, what? What do you mean? I mean, this is the only main route. The other routes are kind of DLC. So, we're like telling a story of how they came to be friends. Yeah, we still have a good relationship. So they've been friends for like he's been friends for for a long time. So maybe. all right. I chose good. Rikka, just thank my dad for all this, okay? All right. Mr. Holden's behavior really was different for any neighbor you'd ever had. Though after 5 years, you were used to his antics. It's since made up your mind on what your opinion was. He was nice, he was funny, he was weird, you didn't like him, he was great, kinda handsome to boot. Wow! He was great. Though there were some things people didn't like about Mr. Holden, you didn't mind them, liked him quite a bit. Your thoughts were quickly interrupted by a shout. There you are! Shared a confused look with Coates when both of you stepped through the open door into the neighborhood street. Oh, it's Derek. Dizzy glance to locate the source of the noise, you spotted Derek. Just a few yards down the road, he ran up to you. I mean, I'd be happy, because if it's a friend of mine, I would. Derek was certainly a welcome guest in your neighborhood. It was a pleasant surprise whenever he showed up. Oh, he's an athlete. That jersey. After stopping a couple steps away, Derek hunched over to catch his breath. Then he looked up with a wide grin.
Hey.
Hey, guy and gal. Oh, he's so small. I'm sorry. Okay. It was just at your house, Cove, but no one was there. Should have figured you'd be at Rika's place. Do you ever spend time in your own home or always just there? Derek laughed at his own joke. He either didn't notice that it embarrassed Cove or the embarrassment that was he was blushing. Or the embarrassment was what he was actually laughing at. Derek turned to you. He was going to say more when his eyes widened and he gasped. What's that? You followed his gaze unsure. Then you realized what he meant. You were still holding Mr. Holden's gift. This? It's kind of like a bouquet of flowers, but made out of fruit.
Nice.
Nice. Can I have some? Let me see. Maybe you can have some later? I feel like if it's given to me by someone, I don't want to just share it. Derek grew more excited by your words, bouncing on a balls at his feet. Awesome! Then he nodded his head as if to clear it. Anyway, that's right, I came here because I needed to say something big. He paused, possibly for effect. There's some other kid here in Sunset Bird. Cove was surprised as you were by the news. Such a reaction made sense. No one around your age had moved here since Cove did 5 years ago. Were they with their family? Maybe they were cutting through. Nuh-uh. The new kid was all by himself, just walking. Did you talk to him? Nope. I came to report the sighting right away. Kid had green hair, glasses were pretty small. He seemed really upset about something. I hope he didn't leave. You blinked. Slowly, you looked over to your longtime neighbor. That sounds a lot like you, Cove. When you first got here, anyway. Kinda does, doesn't it? That's weird. Sounded almost fond. Oh my god, he's such a cute smile. Small smile playing on his lips. Derek snickered good-naturedly. I can see that really well, now that you say so. What'd you say? Let's go find Cove's lookalike. Should all meet him.
Sure.
I'll do it. Sure. I want to see who this person is. Derek grinned. Then he pointed down the street the way he came. Last I saw him, the mystery visitor was going this direction. Nothing else needed to be said. The three of you were off, with Derek leading the way. Derek brought you to the beach, and as a trio, you made your way down the shore to the old playground. You walked the familiar path in a comfortable silence. When you were almost there, spotted the kid in question. His bright colors almost shone like a beacon beneath the rays of the sun. He scuffled around, kicking up the sand as he paced. It was true, he certainly seemed upset, but you didn't think he was sad, like you had originally pictured. No, he was erratic movements, but his erratic movements, scrunched up expression, he came off angry. Started to have doubts about this expedition. Maybe it'd be better if you left him alone and let him sort himself out. Derek didn't feel the same. He waved wildly, calling out to the boy. Hey guy, over here! Oh sheesh, who are you? What the heck? The kid, what the heck is that bowl cut? My gosh. Oh my goodness. Mushroom head, yeah. Man, I remember like as a kid, I have a few friends who had this type of haircut. His eyes were tired, but the strong hostile energy still radiated from him.
What?
What? What is it? What do you want? Sharp told me. Derek flinched, shifted on his feet. What's your name? Jeremy. Was that it?
No.
No, I'm Derek. That's Rikka and Cove. We're just walking around, saw you. You wanted to say hi. There aren't a lot of kids our age in the neighborhood. Yeah, so you know, it's cool to see someone else here. Strangely, Jeremy grew furious by your response. If steam could erupt from a person's ears, what would have happened then? They did bring me somewhere, stupid. Of course, I knew it. What?
My parents.
Oh my god, that voice! My parents. He sounds like the... Oh god, I don't want to do this. Why? Why that voice? It sounds like David Kun. Sounds like a weeb. He sounds like an actual weeb. No offense taken, but I am also a weeb. But goddamn. Anyway. My parents, they're the ones who brought me here. I didn't walk to this town. Can you not figure that on your own?
Right.
Right. My dad raised me to Sunset Bird too when he has to come for work and all that stuff's not bad. That earned him a glare from Jeremy. Derek winced beneath it, glancing away. He struggled to remain friendly with this Jeremy guy. I mean, I wouldn't want to come here for a real vacation. Probably either. That's an understatement. This doesn't count as a vacation. It's a waste of time. A chore. Parents' families nearby, we just have to come see them. Ugh. If they're your parents' family, doesn't that make them your family too? I guess. Oh god. That's a pretty good reason to come by. Did you want to go somewhere else? No. Jeremy crossed his arms with a huff. He turned away. They should have gone by themselves since they cared so much. They left me home. I'm not allowed to be by myself. Makes no sense. They're the ones who didn't know how to do anything, and I'm the kid. I don't want. I'm annoyed by this guy. Shouldn't talk there. Sorry, it must be suck voice. So, calm down. You don't have to yell so much. Who's eating your cereal? I am tempted to say the last line. Who peed in your cereal this morning? That is a phrase. I'm tempted. I'm so... Yeah, I can save actually. You know, yeah, I can save this. Let's see. If I'm happy with the response, I will keep it. Jeremy's lip curled as his face contorted for anger to horror.
That's disgusting.
What would we think of it something like that? It's disgusting.
Sheesh.
It's just an expression. He took a deep breath. He thought for one helpless second that maybe he was calming himself down. He was not. So what? You're putting it in people's heads. I don't want to have to think about it. Someone brainless might have decided it's a good. He's a jerk. Believe you're a jerk. There's some real stupids out in the world. Oh God. Leaving the stream for work. See ya and enjoy the game. See ya, Derpy. Have a good day. Have fun with stay safe at work. Okay, let's yeah, we can go back a little. Let's see. Don't have to yell so much. Really don't know anything. You turn to Kovo in your voice. The two of you aren't that similar after all. Yeah, I know he's a spoiled, troubled kid, but God, you don't have to be rude to other people. We don't even know your situation. We just met. You don't have to, like, take it out on us. Jeremy must have good hearing, though, because he caught the private exchange.
Stupid.
Of course we're not similar. Eyebrows aren't stupid. Ooh. Cove's cheeks flushed crimson at the insult. He couldn't be sure if it was out of embarrassment or anger. Maybe both. Come on. How can you say that when you have a bowl cut? Don't listen to him. Well, they are kind of apologize to Cove. You can't treat... Yeah, you can't say things like this. Cove smiled weakly.
Okay.
I'm sorry, your eyebrows are so terrible. Bro! What the hecky? What in the heck? Rude ass kid. Jesus Christ. You didn't have to get your panties in a bunch. You're long toward. Oh, I wouldn't be violent. I'll just shook my head. It's pretty clear no words would penetrate Jeremy's armor of rage, but you still couldn't hold back your displeasure for his behavior. Wow, what is wrong with you? I am a pacifist until needed. I will not be violent. Instead of taking offense, Jeremy only parted Derek's word in a nasally voice.
Wow, what is wrong with you?
Wah wah. God, this kid! Ugh. This is dumb. Jeremy stuck out his tongue and skulked away, throwing more sand everywhere as he went. He watched him go hunched over until it became a speck in your vision. Silence reigned in his wake. The three of you tried to process what just happened. I can't believe it. What a mean kid. Derek wasn't kidding. By the sound of those earlier complaints, the new boy Jeremy was going to be in the area at least for a while this summer. Derek sighed in dismay, flopping onto the ground. You followed, and Cove too, shortly after. There wasn't much else to do.
This sucks.
This sucks. I was hoping we could meet someone fun, hang out maybe. He shook his head. After a moment, he slowly turned to you with a hopeful expression. But you know what would really improve the day? What? He didn't respond. Instead, he used a hand to point right at the fruit arrangement you were still holding. Completely forgotten about it during the mini-drama that unfolded. He had gotten used to the wait. Glancing over the cove, noticed he was eyeing the fruit. Must want some too. In one of the other VNs by this developer, you can date Jeremy? Ew. Yeah, ew. If he probably fixed his anger management issues, that would be arranged. But for now, my first impression of him is not great. Okay, why not? Derek perked up immediately at your words. He reached out for a skewer. Hesitating slightly on he was inches away.
Are you sure?
Are you sure? He nodded with an eager grin. You nodded with an eager grin. He plucked out a prime row of fruits. Cole grabbed one for himself after him. Only we were without a skewer of your own. I want a strawberry! I love strawberries. Strawberry was a bright red and beckoning. You. It was the obvious first choice. Derek ate a pineapple skewer enthusiastically, finishing within moments. This is amazing!
It's nice.
Tastes pretty nice. This fruit kebab thing is fun. Still has that same smile, so cute. To be in about dating terrible people as a terrible person yourself. Oh, that sounds lovely. Hey, you two remember the Land Before Time? That fruit thing makes me think of it. Dinosaurs all like the leaves that were shaped like stars. Tree stars.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chumpy leaves look so delicious when you did it. Then there was that scene with the pretty trees. All the dinosaurs came in and picked everything off them till there was nothing. That's us right now. Awesome. I love that movie. I never watched it, but for the sake of this VN, I will... Yeah, I love that movie. Me too. Three of you continued like this for the next few minutes. Eventually, the display was barren, but clear of that when devoid of fruit. It's actually surprisingly cute at times and definitely pretty funny. I bet if you were to be a terrible person yourself and then you would date a terrible person the same as you do, that would be a lovely sight to see. Oh my god, I'm sleepy. I'm EP. It did help make you feel better. Derek was right. It was so good. You were already brightening up from the earlier drama. Hey, Rikka. Yeah? Two of you met eyes casually.
So...
That was pretty cool. She said back at that guy. Oh, thanks. I was just saying what I thought. Derek chimed in in high spirits. You totally own him. Didn't know what his parents say, but it's good at least somebody's around to tell him what's what. Yeah. Derek then leaned back on his arms. He contemplated the sky with a content sigh. So, are you both ready for summer break? Yeah. Cool on you. Wish I could say the same. Feels like there's a lot to plan for. What about you, Ko? You ready? I think that depends. Or you could say anything else. The light atmosphere was shattered. Hey, Rikka! Oh gosh. She's so grown up, but her personality is still the same. Glance over your shoulder to see your sister. She strode closer and closer, appearing none to please. I've been looking all over for you. Ma said you and Cove ran off with the thing Mr. Holden bought for us. Oh. She leered over you with your arms folded. So, where is it? Well, it's gone. What do you mean gone? Move over to the side to face her completely. She zeroed in on the bouquet on your hand. It's now populated exclusively with skewers dripping in juice and tiny flecks of leftover fruit pieces. Her mouth dropped open, and the tone of her voice rose.
What?
Seriously, Rikka? What were you thinking? It's supposed to be for all of us at home. Oh, sorry. She glanced at Cove, who sat beside you and continued mockingly. If you did have an in with the delivery boy, this was up to Mr. Holden. Cove gave an bent of smile of support, which didn't help disprove her accusation. God, teens. Man, hold on. I need a sip of coffee. A group of angry teenagers. This is not what I intended to see. I mean, I could say we were hungry, but we were kind of in a bum mood a while ago, so... Well, the morning's been kind of a disaster. Yeah. Elizabeth narrowed her eyes. Not all placated? Oh no. I think I hear the mean kid coming back. We better get out of here. Elizabeth blinked confused and looked around.
What?
What kid? I don't see anyone. Derek didn't bother explaining. He just launched his feet and ran off. Cove hopped up too, gladly taking the opportunity to exit the situation. Followed after Derek, but he sent a look to you from over his shoulder. You turned to watch Elizabeth. She stared back, brow raised. I ran. I will walk away from you, bitch. I'm sorry you're a teen, but I can't say that, but goddamn, your personality never changed even as a kid. Without a word, you two got to your feet and bolted down the beach. Bitch? Beach! Wow, I said bitch and beach at the same time. Nice. Unimpressed, Elizabeth rolled her eyes. Kinda says something, does it?
So immature.
You're so immature. Says you're 15. She shook her head as she walked towards the house, not bothering whatsoever to follow. Meanwhile, the three of you made it back to the shoreline. Derek pumped his fist, grinning in triumph. We escaped and shall live to see another day. Oh my god. I suddenly got a little tired. Hold on, I just need to grab my water. I need to turn on the light. For some reason, I'm getting very sleepy. The coffee isn't affecting yet, so I have to make sure that I'm awake. I might take a nap later if I'm still tired. I wanted to stream even if I was tired today, so... Gonna call it early? Maybe later. It still hasn't been an hour, so... Let's see. I'm just really tired because of all the preparation over the weekend. I wasn't supposed to stream today, but I really missed you guys, so... I should have chosen something more chill, aside from a visual novel, because it takes my energy to voice act. But it's fine. Maybe if I really can't stay up, or maybe if I can't really keep this up, I will play a different game. Maybe what do you call this? A rhythm game. I've been planning to buy a DLC, but yeah, I'm a little kind of conflicted at the moment for the DLC. Rhythm games are way more tiring. No, it's because I won't talk when I play with the rhythm game. Rhythm games are more... I don't know, for reasons I can't explain, it might be... What is this? Rhythm games makes me... What is this? Something fell. Oh no! Rhythm games make me a bit excited, so it wakes me up. Oh no. It broke. Because when I'm mauled, I wake up. Victory! Threw your arms up in celebration. You chuckled together, walking further down the beach side by side. Well, whatever works. Let's see. I'm planning to stream longer today before I eat dinner. So, because I kind of owe it to some people. Definitely wanted to stay outside a little while longer. You had gotten out a bit of scolding from your moms for not saving Annie for Mr. Holden's gift for Elizabeth, but you didn't get any real punishment for it. Instead, while you were out with the boys, Elizabeth returned home to share the news. 3 of them went to get dessert on their own. was declared even by your parents, even when everyone got back and the event was settled. After that, Derek had rejoined you in the living room. He elected to stay outside for extra time so that you could face the potential scolding from your family without him witnessing the embarrassment. Derek was a guy you could count on. The dust had settled from the prior events and your mom sent back to their room. So Derek was just taking it easy until his dad arrived. Mr. Suarez was meant to be there for any minute to get Derek. Derek preferred not to sit, instead took long, lazy strides in a circle around the edge of the rug. Hands behind his back and head dangled towards the ceiling, Derek looked like he might have been puzzling out a crime. He probably made a half-dozen rounds when a solid knock struck your front door. That stopped Derek in his tracks. Dad's here. Both of you stepped towards the door in unison. You arrived first, since you'd had a head start. When you pulled it open only a crack, someone zoomed in past you. Oh, sister. Oh, wait, no, brother. It's because of the clip that got me off guard. The breakneck flash of a human was still entirely recognizable. It was Derek's littlest brother, Nicholas Suarez. He shouted triumphantly. Derek, we here! He was only 6, tiniest kid around. Hot on his heels came the little Suarez, George.
Nicholas.
Wow, the name is very Spanish. Nicholas, we have to stay in the car. We're going home. We're not here to play. He was 10 and his patience was being tested. The youngest one frantically shook his head. It made his hair even messier than it already was. Nicholas' hair was as wild and free as he was. Hair clips and his parents' minivan couldn't contain the energy. Which might have been surprising, considering he loved cars enough to wear a shirt covered in them. But you knew Nicholas loved Derek even more. Staying right where he was, inside your house, at his even older brother's side, Nicholas gave Derek a hug. I came to get you. Derek bent down to scoop Nicholas into his arms. Aw, in a fond squeeze, though he kept his face tilted up to make eye contact with George.
Hey.
Hi, bros. Oh, it's the parents. Side by side, Mr. and Mrs. Suarez trailed in. Hold on. Microphone. I'm moving my microphone nearby. So I'm sitting a bit comfortably. I hope I don't fall asleep. It's gonna be so weird I fall asleep while reading a visual novel. I can't take that. Like, I'm so comfy right now. Oh, wait. The resemblance between the parents and their children was clear. Yeah, it is. Derek and George were a spitting image of their father. George was even sometimes called Junior, while Nicholas was a mommy's boy.
Good evening.
A good evening, Rikka.
Hello.
Hello. You'll have to forgive the three-ring circus visiting town. The boys just had to come. Cute. Yeah, of course. Don't worry about that. You're welcome here. The frown that had been stuck on George's face finally eased up a little. Oh, how kind.
Goodbye.
But we can't stay. Thank you for letting Derek visit. Tell your mothers I said hello. Okay. Come on, boys. All 4 of you now. Let's give the Takumi family their house back. Coming.
Yes, Mom.
Yes, Mom. Half of the group trotted forward with only a word. They went past Mrs. Suarez and out the door. She watched them go before surveying the situation with the most troublesome one. Nicholas was just bouncing around Derek and as if he hadn't heard his parent. Derek and his mom looked on with identical expressions of exhaustion tinged affection. When an opportunity opened up between hops, Derek carefully took a hold of Nicholas' small hand. Let's go to the car, Nico. You can sit next to me. Thrilled by the promise, Nicholas led another cheer.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go to the car. Mrs. Suarez left it there, trusting her eldest, and went to join Mr. Suarez and George. Nicholas gripped Derek's black wristband with his free hand, stretching it outwards in his eager attempt to lead his bigger brother along. Derek stumbled forward with a chuckle, mostly to protect his band from being pulled too far rather than Nicholas actually having the strength to move him. But he made sure not to forget you. Derek said his goodbye from over his shoulder. Bye, gal. Good night. After their prompt entrance and quick exit, the whole Suarez family was on their way home. You, however, didn't have anywhere to go. It was late enough that the rest of the day would be spent inside your own house. That was a while ago now. Later that night, you found yourself seated near the kitchen counter. Your fingers jumped on the surface as you waited, your gaze trained on the phone. You were waiting on a call tonight, specifically from your cousin Leandra. Didn't want to miss it accidentally. Your uncle and aunt and Lee used to live many hours away. Your families only saw each other a few times a year for big occasions. A while back, though, they moved and were closer to you than ever before. They now hung out regularly. Hold on. Okay. But with school being out, you're positive she's gonna want to come over a lot. The two of you were the same age and got along well. She used to be really fond of Elizabeth too. But now that your sister had become allergic to interacting with the whole family, it tended to be just you and Lee who spent time together. Family helped you keep close. You had a lot of girlfriends. She was your only friend who was a girl. Bruh. I mean... Really? Is she? Oh yeah! That makes sense, because school is different. But that's kinda sad if she's the only friend. I don't know what to choose now. Okay. Maybe... being her family helped you make close. Yeah, I feel like it doesn't have to be that way all the time. Family is different from having girlfriends, though. Yeah, I do hang out with the two boys constantly. I mean, I was thinking if they had school, does she have a lot of friends who are girls? And this is her cousin. Oh wow, an ad. Nice. Let me wait until it ends. I'm so eepy. Oh, I would really take my time to sleep, probably. I guess I got a little too overworked over the weekend. Isn't there no kids their age? It's a small town. In the story, they only have a small town. So that means, that means there are not a lot of, like, probably options. I don't know. They said that there's not a lot of kids coming to their town at the same age, so could be. That could be. Because their place is a tourist destination, too. Let's see. Nah, I think I would choose the second option. You often gravitated towards other girls, befriended them pretty easily. You also had a lot of non-girl friends. Well, I don't have many non-girl friends. It seemed that was just the type of person you associated with most out of school. See, I told you there was school. But of course, I don't want to hang out with a lot of guys. But I did consider myself as one of the boys when I was young. Because I grew up with like 2 uncles who loves gaming. And my aunt was busy with her own thing. So we weren't close at all when we were kids. And now that I've grown up, I mean, I get to spend a lot of time with them. And my cousins as well. So. Then the shrill ringtone announced an incoming call. You jump before grabbing the receiver and pressing it to your ear. I'd be polite to say this. You were greeted by a distorted, high-pitched giggle.
What?
Why do you sound so weird? Mal answers the phone like that sometimes. It's supposed to be polite. You should go with hi. That was something a robot would say. That was static on the end, as if Lee was shifting wherever she was. But can you believe school's actually over? I thought I'd never be done. Oh, we don't have to do any of that boring stuff. We get to hang out whenever we want. Speaking of hanging out, Lee, can you wait a second? Let me just head to my room.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. got up from your seat at the counter. Luckily, the phone was wireless. You didn't have to worry about any cords tying you down. Your mom's had a rule about not moving the phone unless a call was in progress, which was why you've been sat by its cradle waiting for Lee to call. Your mom's could... Yeah, that makes sense, though. That actually makes sense, because why would you bring the phone? Especially if it's a battery... Like, it doesn't make sense. I know you're anticipating one, but at least wait for it. It's nice to keep everything in its proper place. But now that Lee had called, it was okay for you to go upstairs to your bedroom and talk to her. You made your way up the stairs smiling. After you've arrived, you shut the bedroom door firmly behind you. You took a seat on your bed. Alright, I'm here.
Cool.
Cool. Hey, did you know? The girl down the street from me has her own phone now. Cell phone. She doesn't have to wait for someone else to stop using it or anything. Wow, really? Thought of someone having a phone that was all their own seems unbelievable to you. Right? I wish I had one too, but my parents said I couldn't get my own phone till more grown up. Wish if they changed their mind. Could call each other every single day. But no one would be able to stop us. How great would that be? It'd be great. Actually, yeah. Could even stay up late, talking about whatever we want. Lee sighed thoughtfully into the receiver. At least they said I could have it someday. Can't wait. Hold on. Let me adjust myself. Okay. She sighed dramatically. I bet I'm not gonna get one till I'm all the way into college. Squeezing the phone between your shoulder and ear, you puffed up your pillows and made yourself more comfy. It was strange to think of a time when normal school would be over, and you have to choose whether or not to go to college. School was such a big part of your life right now. Studying didn't come too easy to you, you tried hard, you worked about as hard as most people and got pretty average results. Never tried much. Didn't bother at all in school, your grades reflected that. Everything in your classes came easily to you, worked hard for excellent grades. I mean, I'm an average student when I was her age, so... It reminds me of something bad I did when I got my first phone. Oh no, Lance, what did you do? Oh god, hold on. I got a little dissociated. Give me a few seconds. I feel like I'm losing my energy again. Shit. I need something to wake me up, but the coffee isn't working. My friend had a girl who was constantly bothering. Oh shit. Take a nap? Not now, I'm fine. I'm eepy, but I'll pog my way through it. You guessed that was... I can't sleep also because I have work tomorrow early. I will wake up at 5 a.m. And it's already 3:30. Yeah, sure, I could end early and finish by 4:30 or at least 5-ish. Let's see. Oof. I guess that was reasonable enough. You felt a lot of pressure to get higher grades. You hope to do just well this year. You were confident your grades would remain great. I mean, I'm confident my grades would go through. Could definitely turn things around from here on. Yeah. You tried to sound engaged, but your mind decided to go back to school despite the season. Thinking knew you too well to be fooled.
What's up?
Sounds so spacey. What's up? I have no idea. Just thinking about school. Lee groaned. Are you thinking about how we don't have to think about it because it's summer? That's what I'm doing. Looking forward to going back. Let's make a petition for my vacation time. It's so awful. I hate going. Come on, it's too scary not to think about it. No matter how much you wanted to enjoy your free time, the creeping dread of knowing it would come to an end was always there beside you. I get what you mean. Though I guess school isn't all the way bad. Do some good things there. Just do more when school's out. my god, there's so many choices. Learning new things. Gym is pretty great. It's pretty easy. It's the easiest way to hang out with people not in the neighborhood. Cafeteria lunches of school would be better. There's nothing good about my school. I mean, learning things is cool. Just wish everyone did okay with how they taught the things, not just people.
Me too.
Me too. Did it was so, I've never met anybody new. No one really comes here. Uh-huh. I actually don't want to talk about school, okay, but that was all. Pretty much everything that's good about school. Okay, point taken.
Alright.
Now, I decree the topic of school is officially closed. I have to talk about this summer first before we start plotting the rest of their lives. Hold on. Yeah, it can be fun sometimes. Okay, mine's boring. We have to talk about the summer first before we start plotting the rest of our lives. Got some plans already. Ooh, tell me. Gotta visit my cousins. Chuckle, of course. What's something you want to do? First thing that comes to your head. I want to spend time with people. People? I know. That means me too. You lean back in your bed, settling in. You continue chatting with your friend. Even though it hadn't been that long since you saw her and you'd been seeing her soon, you found plenty to talk about. For one, the events of the day, you sat up straighter. I was with Cove and Derek today. We met a new kid. Look at your neighborhood? His parents were visiting family, so it sounds like he'll be around for a while. I don't know how long. What was he like? Mean. We kind of kept snapping when we all tried to do was talk to him. Just kept being rude to everyone. Especially Cove. It was awful. I don't think I want to meet him. Want a boy to stay away from before even meeting him? That's an unexpected twist. Cousin was pretty popular with the boys who knew her. She seemed happy enough to have them around until they started to annoy her. Who are you to talk? Cove and Derek are always around. They're both boys, you know. Let's see. I mean, I want to respond to that, actually. What did she say? Seemed happy enough to have them around until they started annoying me. Who are you to talk, Cove and Derek? You're not the same. Lee laughed at your reduction of the idea, deeply amused. Even though she couldn't see, you shook your head at her, grinning to yourself. There was a oh no. There was a stomping noise approaching your room, heralding the arrival of your irritated old sister. She flung the door open, a frown etched on her face.
Come on.
How long are you going to hog the phone? Oh, I knew this was gonna happen. Because I only had like one phone and she's in her angsty teenager stage with interesting friends. This is bound to happen. Glancing at your watch, you realized that your quick call had gone on much longer than anticipated. Elizabeth held out her hand, the other one lodged on her hip. She noticed the realization on your face. Time's up. I mean, she's still my sister. I'm too nice, actually. I never had siblings in the same house. I have siblings from my father's side. And I have little cousins. But I don't really know what is the feeling of sharing a house with a sibling. I don't want to think about it. I've been taken care of alone for the longest time, so... Lucky you. I don't know. There were moments I wish I had someone to play with when I was a kid. But... other than that... I guess I am. I wanted to have a sibling, but I guess it didn't happen. I'll sigh. I'll be one of those angsty teenagers that says, oh, come on now. Okay, I'm gonna sleep. I'm I'm gonna give the phone to them. I wish I had a big brother growing up, but all I had was a sister. But you still had a sibling. I'm speaking in general for this point. But that's whatever you think it is. I mean, at least you still have a sibling. I have to go now.
Bye.
Okay, see you soon. Tell Elizabeth and your mom they said hi too. You barely pressed the end call button when Elizabeth was still handset from your fingers. You began dialing someone new and she strode out of the room. Your mom's voice called from downstairs. Hey, has anyone seen the phone? I'm using it! With that, she shut your door behind you. Silence was left in the wake. That was one way to end your first day of summer break. Sometime later, it had gotten dark outside, and you laid in bed wide awake. Your window rattled all of a sudden, startling you badly. You flinched, staring over it with your forward brows. From your vantage point, you saw only the moon and an open sky. You were... confused. What had caused that noise? Frowning, you sat up, moved closer to the window. Might as well find the reason behind the disturbance. To your utter shock, your gaze was met by a pair of familiar ocean blue eyes. Cove? You squinted. Yep, Cove was right outside your window. How romantic. Your house was very angular. Some parts stuck out further than others, so it theoretically wouldn't be hard to climb around on. Still, just because somebody could didn't mean you expected it to ever happen. To his credit, Cove was doing fine. His feet were braced against a section of the wall that jutted out, and his arms flexing with the effort to keep him upright. He easily lifted a hand waved at you from the other side of the glass. Hurriedly opened the window. Jesus Christ, you climbed over my room! Oh my god, that woke me up. You're a guy who is in my room, a girl's room, sir? Sir, raging hormones, hello! Like, I don't want the impulsive stuff happening in my room. And I'm not saying... Wow, loud. I'm not saying, like, anything else. I'm just saying, like... It's teen stuff. I don't trust anything with their decisions. I know he's a longtime friend, but even if I had a longtime friend going through my window, it feels wrong. Olive climbed over the edge, releasing a breath once he was safely inside. Hi, Rikka. What are you doing? What's up, Romeo? The sure is a surprise, but you're always welcome here. Is everything okay? Lucky it didn't start here. Amazing, my dreams have come true. What is this freaking option? I will just be sly. What's up, Romeo? I know it's late, but I didn't know what else to do. If I rang the doorbell, I know your moms would have answered, and they'd just make me go home. They really want to explain why I was coming over anyway. They don't want to talk about it. Well, besides with you, I mean, but that's why I did that. And as expected as this was, your touch Cove felt like he could tell you what's wrong. I tried calling or something, except my dad was on the phone. Cove suddenly looked very cross. Dad, he was talking to my mom. Still is, probably. You raised your eyebrows. Cove had eavesdropped on his parents' phone conversation? Okay, I wouldn't say anything. I mean, I know it's not my business, but I mean, I know it's something. There's something that I could help with, but it's not my business in any way, even though he's a longtime friend. Let me see. Are you going to stay with your mom for a while again? Every year, Cove was sent off to live with his mom for a few weeks. When we were at help and it happened varied. Sometimes we go during winter break. Usually you went during summer. Even though it was hard news when you found out he was leaving and you missed seeing him those weeks, you understood. To your surprise, however, he shook his head. That's what I thought too, but no, it's not what they were saying. My dad asked my mom not to have me leave this year. Huh? He said she could come stay with us here. Why? You waited for him to continue, he didn't. Conversation abruptly dropped off. Couldn't help but stare at Cove. Man, I feel so sad. Like, having a parent that are divorced, and then this is the kind of situation where he's growing up and learning what was going wrong about their relationship back then, and why they had to separate. He was very clingy to his mother, and now he feels like it's kind of weird. There's a complicated mix of expression on his face. What did your mom say? I told him she'd come. I know she's coming soon, before school starts. Oh. I had heard Cove talk about his mom a lot over the years. Tell you about the past memories or what happened while he was visiting her. Split homes can suck, I know firsthand. Aww. I mean, I never really had that type of situation because my mom wouldn't ever let me stay with my dad. So I had no opportunity to get to know him except when I was like hearing from my mom some stories, and until I grew up to college, until I wanted to go and see him because we were talking over on social media. My mom never knew most of it, but yeah, now that we are kind of, I feel like it's kind of a rough patch for me connecting with my dad. Because little by little I realized I never really knew him. So I don't know what to do, honestly. Anywho, you had heard Cove talk about it. Still, it was one thing to hear about someone and another to actually meet them. Very soon you were going to see Cove's mom in person. You were taken aback by the news, so you could only imagine how Cove felt. You looked over at him. He was pacing across your room, his features pained with dread. Before, they'd barely stay in the same room long enough to have lunch. Now we're going to be all together again. 3 of us, after all this time, just for a few weeks. I know I should have probably be happy they can talk to each other now. Still not. I'm just confused and freaked out. And now I feel really bad for feeling this way. Aw, Cove.
Rikka.
That was loud and proud. Jeez. The way he said my name. Oh, hey, Anon. Welcome to the stream. Isn't it really late for you? And to be fair, most of you are all from NA, so... Is it? I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah! But I'm glad that you're here. Thanks for dropping by. Can I hear that again?
Rikka.
Poor thing. Such a troubled kid. Such a troubled kid. Like, who would want this situation, right? No kid deserves this. I went to sleep at 8. Oh god. His fist tightened and his eyes became misty. Oh, he's crying again! Shouldn't keep getting it like this. It's been a long time already, I'm not a little kid. Though he wouldn't meet your eyes, he knew he was waiting for you to say something. Like, there's nothing wrong with feeling bad. That is hard to deal with. The tensile line of Cove's shoulders erased. It eased. Thanks. That makes me feel a little better. Like I'm not freaking out for no reason. A momentary silence fell over the two of you. You marveled at how the day started. You had woken up eager for summer vacation, but now things seemed so crazy. The mini debacle with Mr. Holden's gift, the newest addition to the new neighborhood being so rude, and as if all that wasn't enough, Cove's mom would be living with Cove and his dad again. Your whole life was kind of like that, it seemed. Complicated and hard and different. Why couldn't things just get better with time? Rikka? The sound of your name, said quietly, pulled you from your thoughts. Cove gazed at you concerned.
Are you okay?
I went to bed 9 p.m. last night and woke up just before you started streaming. And the little thing called Lies of Peace keeping me up. Ah, of course that game. You know... Yeah, I'm okay. You knew some things were still good. Cove grinned reassuringly, small and delicate. She knew it was genuine. He had come here, conflicted and upset, only to end up worrying about you. He really was a great friend. You know, I think I don't want to talk anymore about this. He looked away and his lips standing into a line, rubbed his arms. But kinda don't want to go back home either. Could I stay a little longer just doing something else? He appeared equal parts hopeful and vulnerable. How could you possibly turn him away? I don't know whether to... I don't want to say this, because I don't want to be too light of it. I don't want to say this either, but sure. He held his gaze confidently, hoping your words got across to him. Oh, he smiled! Cove perked up at your response, a smile reappearing on his face. He immediately took a seat on your bed, not afraid to get comfortable in your room. You felt a little better at the sight, somehow. Still had a lot of worries, but you were glad he was here. And not just tonight. You're glad he came into your life in the first place. That was a change you'd never want to undo. It felt totally natural to let him into your little world. That initial friendship had deepened so much over these past years, and you were certain there was room to get even closer. Oh, he's close. You joined Cove on your bed, taking a seat across from him. He smiled at you again, but you could tell this time was half-hearted. Still easy to read. Though he didn't want to talk about his mom and dad, he must be thinking about what's about to happen. You nudged him with your foot. That's kind of funny. Smiled gently, pat on his hand on his shoulder, patted his back. What should I choose? Yes, Anon. Water good. Thank you so much for the hydrate. I can pat his back. He reached up, softly patted the back of his taller frame. Wasn't much, but he hoped the contact helped even a little. Cove blinked, startled, before her expression softened to something more natural. Oh, look at this man. So cute. I mean, boy, he's not a man yet. Conversation was stilted and broken, often by silence at first. Then both of you were able to get into your usual candor. Oh shit, sorry, what was that? As your secret hangout session stretched on, he thought that you truly wanted to keep having moments like this with him. Excuse me. You hoped the day would never come when life decided the two of you would have to part ways. And you knew Cove felt the same. Open your tired eyes, groaning as they adjusted to the bright light that was streaming through your window, warming your peachy skin. Oof. With a loud yawn, you rolled away from the sunlight and blinked a couple of times, clearing the sleep from your eyes, before realizing with a start that it was actually morning. Couldn't remember even falling asleep. Cove had crept through their window during the night, and the two of you spent time together. Try not to wake your parents. You must have fallen asleep while you were hanging out, but couldn't put a finger on exactly when. You wondered how late Cove had stayed before heading home. You rubbed your face and yawned again, contemplating whether you should get out of bed and get ready for the day or stay snuggled up for a little while longer. Ryubash! Hi! Welcome to the stream! You're still awake! Hello! It's nice to see you, Bash! How are you doing, my guy? Oh my gosh! I'm playing a little game called Our Life. It's a visual novel. Not your typical visual novel, because there's no wrong choices here. Barely am lying in bed about to pass out. Rose says, "Hi, Rose! I hope you two are doing great. It's nice to see you drop by. Yeah, you should really rest if you're tired." I'm actually about to... I mean, it's afternoon for me, but I was so tired. I feel like I want to take a nap in the middle of this stream. Yeah, thanks for the shout out. Yeah, shout out Rio Bash. He's also a good guy. He's a good streamer. Yeah, he's a really good friend of ours. Afternoon naps are king. Exactly. Perfection. I do want to feel... I feel like I think I do want to end the stream a little early. But I am actually drinking coffee. Surprisingly. Unironically. Or unsurprisingly. I don't know. I don't know which word to use. I'm too tired. It's just that the coffee isn't working for me anymore. Okay, let's see. Until your gaze landed on an instantly recognizable mop of pale green hair, and you bolted upright and gasped in surprise. Oh, no way! He never left! He was still there in the morning! Oh my god, Cove, no! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh shit. I'm gonna wake him up! He had fallen asleep while sitting on the ground and precariously leaning his head on the side of your mattress. With your shout, Cove's eyes snapped open and his head slipped from its source of support. He didn't stop going down until he... Oh, shit, I keep pressing. He didn't stop going down until he smacked right into the floor with a crack. You clamped a hand over your mouth, looked down with him with wide eyes, curled up where he had landed rather ungracefully.
Aww.
Sorry, my guy, but why are you still here? Oh my gosh, are you okay? He went at his tumble, hoping no one else in the house had heard either of your outbursts. Yeah, I'm alright. Cove rubbed at his forehead a little, and you weren't sure that was entirely true. If either of your mouse found out Cove had slept here last night, two of you would be in big trouble. No shit! Cove blinked at you a couple of times, eyes growing in panic, as some thought that only he could hear settled in his mind.
Oh my god!
The voice is so cute! Oh my god, I fell asleep! You weren't exactly sure what to do as you watched Cove pace your room, looking around frantically. Cove's hands flew to his face, letting out a sigh of relief when he found his glasses right where they were supposed to be. Despite that, he hadn't calmed down completely. The atmosphere was still frazzled. This is your idea, my guy. It's gonna be alright. We're going to be so much. Just calm down, settle down before Mom hears you. Yeah, let's calm down. Cove nodded, his shoulders tense as he fixed you with a firm stare with his turquoise eyes. Letting out a heavy sigh, he ran a hand through his hair in exasperation. Couldn't look at you again as he spoke. I'll see you later. You were confused by how all of this played out. I hope it was true. Right, bye, Cove. And that you were suddenly wrapped in a tense embrace, as panicked as he was. This seemed to be something he couldn't forget before leaving. Thanks. Again. You're a good friend, Rikka. He firmly whispered the words into the top of your shoulder. But you were let go before you had a chance to respond, even fully react. In a matter of seconds, he climbed over your bed and opened the window. Cool breeze rolled off the ocean, fluttering through Cove's hair and filling your room with its salty scent. Cove furiously stepped out into the ledge. You suggest I sneak the door, urged him luck. I mean, there's no choice. He has to be careful. I don't think I can rush him when he's living out the window. My god. Good luck, be super careful. Weren't sure if he heard you or not, but he kept going along, one foot in front of the other with increasing speed, until his form disappeared out of sight. Stuck your head out the window as far as it could go to try keeping watch. He walked the full length of the ledge before jumping down to the top of the garage, and lowering himself onto the fence. From there, he finally dropped down to the ground. He threw out a thumbs on his successful climb, ran off towards his house without stopping, disappearing behind the side of another building. I have to admit that you were pretty impressed at how doable he made that look. With a little sigh, you closed your window. Deciding there was nothing more you could do, you hopped off your bed and got ready to head downstairs for the day. I'll just make my bed. But as a habit of yours, you straightened up your sheets, smoothed over your comforter, and fluffed your pillows before stepping back and admiring your work. Took the stairs, slowly attempting to mask your face to the look of the innocence. Jesus. I mean, I doubt that they wouldn't know that type of thing. I mean, it was early in the morning. hearing probably footsteps over the garage. I don't think they would not know. But unless they're very sneaky, then that's an impressive thing to do. You were sure that someone would have come into your room if they had anything strange, but couldn't be too careful. You had to play cool. You stepped to the living room. Elizabeth was there, tapping her finger on the counter. Good morning, Elizabeth. She looked you over immediately, her eyes squinting at the greeting.
Why?
Why are you being so weird? Depends how close they are to the garage. Yeah, I mean, he jumped over the garage roof, so that means it's very close. Haven't done anything. Your big sister never missed a beat, unfortunately. Turned and offered a tight smile, and her lips pursed together even tighter. Rikka? No, I won't. You shrug it off. I will pretend. I'll shrug it off. I'm not. Spoke so nonchalantly, you almost thought she believed you. But you knew better. Further, suspicious squintings occurred as she waited for something. But ultimately, she rolled her eyes. You weren't sure if you were in trouble or not. She didn't seem to care enough to dig any further. Whatever. Your room is close to the garage. Does it mean your parents are that close? I don't know, man. I don't know how this house is built. Then she walked straight out the front door, letting it slam shut behind her, and let off a brief sigh. Elizabeth went out most days to hang out with her friends from school around town. Today, you were extra glad for it, though you were also grateful she hasn't left the house any sooner, just running into Cove. Looked like you were getting away with that. Breakfast was eaten in peace and alone. Your moms were both out by the time you had gotten up. They had left you a serving of food from the breakfast they made. Hash browns, an omelette, fruit salad, and there were a few sausage links. Passed on some parts. Passed some parts because you were trying to avoid animal... What? I can be vegan? Took a little bit of everything. I'm the type of thing when I have seen like a buffet breakfast, I would eat every single one if I could. It was tasty. Appreciated there was a variety of meals your moms made. The day lazily drifted by at home, and eventually your parents returned. I mean, the living room and dining area is huge, and your room is too, so it makes sense they wouldn't hear. Yeah, maybe. But oh well. Seems like she pulled through. You pulled open the fridge again, lingering in the frosty air for a moment or two before grabbing a bottle of ice cold water, taking a long drink. This perfect, balmy summer afternoon, you had decided to head outdoors, find something to do. Hadn't decided what that something was just yet, but you were sure something would pop up to occupy your time. As you were heading out the front door, you paused for a moment. You hadn't seen Cove since he had left that morning. You couldn't help but think about what had happened to him. Would it be bad to go over to his house right now or call him and check in? You stepped out of your house, still snuck in an internal debate with yourself, but that minor voice caught your attention. Hi, Rikka. Confused, you looked over to where an unrecognizable woman was waving at you. A friendly smile plastered on her face. You racked your memory for where you might have seen her before, but nothing came to mind. Not your school or from the country club your moms took you to. You had absolutely no idea who the woman was. The woman crossed the road towards you. You were a little unsure whether you should stay put or go back into the house and knock the door. Oh. Oops, I'm sorry. Was that presumptuous? I've heard about you, but you have no idea who I am, do you? I'm gonna assume this is Cove's mother. Because the style, the look, the vibe. You've seen Cove's dad. So if this were her, then... But she's pretty. She's very... Oh yeah, she has Cove's eyes. Jeez. Like, they have the same color. Shook your head and she removed her sunglasses to reveal sparkly ocean blue eyes. All of a sudden, she seemed a little more familiar. My son lives here, and my ex too. With a bent smile, she lifted a hand to point at the condo across the street from your own house. She was Cove's mom! Didn't know why you hadn't realized sooner, now that you've gotten a good look at her. She's really pretty. I would say she was very pretty. She's also looked young. I expect a little bit more, let's say, corporate? But no. She was super pretty. Yeah, she's super pretty. She's so green. Yeah, her hair is really, really green. This beautiful lady was Cove's mother? Wow. No matter your thoughts on her, still felt taken aback by that she had appeared here so suddenly. Cove mentioned she was coming, but you hadn't gotten the impression it would be the very next day. He extended a hand again. It's time for you to take. He studied the manicured fingers in front of her face, and the assortment of bracelets that dangled from her wrist. I'm Kyra Priest. You can call me Kyra. Kira? Kyra? Why does everyone have big boob? I don't know. I'd shake her hand. I'm polite. I'm polite to people, even if there's like some business out there. Reached out, took her hand. She took Kira's firmly, grinning wide. I'm Rikka, but you already know that.
That I do.
That I do. Cove's mentioned you to meet her before. It's nice to officially meet you, Rikka. Cove talked to you about his mom. I didn't mention how he said things about you to her. What has Cove said about me? Oh, I can't tell you that. Or I said too much. She laughed good-naturedly. She couldn't be happy about that answer, though. Oh my gosh. We have the whole family here. I have a hunch that the dad is gonna come on the right side. Sound of a door opening, closing caught both your attentions. And when you turned towards the sound, I can't read. The sound of it was to find Cove exiting his house, his eyes skimming the ground. Considering just how tall he had grown, you kind of figured his mom also would have been tall. She was much more on the short side. For an adult, anyway. Cove's height must have come from his father.
My baby.
Aw, cute. There you are. I thought you were gonna keep me standing out here all day. He tried to catch Cove's eye as he walked towards you. His gaze was firmly fixed on the sidewalk. Aw. When he finally crossed the road and looked up, gave you a pitiful look. After the way he acted last night, he knew he must be feeling pretty mixed up about this. He tried to wordlessly express that he understood. Cove and I are heading into town to grab something to eat while the snore is at work. Kyra beamed at Cove and ruffled his hair, which only seemed to upset him more. Assumed the snore she was talking about was Mr. Holden. Hey, you should come with us, Rikka. I'd love to get to know you better. Yeah, you should come. There was pleading in his tone that you couldn't miss. Of course, we'll run it by your parents first. Responsibility and all that.
Any whoosies.
I can imagine she's the type of mom who goes out all the time, even though that they have a family. Looking at her actions, though, it's like you can imagine that's why they kind of separated. You can have like a hunch about why they separated. Yeah, she is very free-spirited, and that is like probably a pro and a con. When you're free-spirited, that means you tend to go out more and just go with the flow of things. But knowing that she already has a son and a used-to-be husband, like, I guess she couldn't probably accept that. I don't know. That's my hunch. It'll give me an excuse to meet them, which I need to do at some point. It's important to be neighborly if I'm going to be roosting on the street for the time being. Any whoosies, let's go. Any whoosies? Kyra walked ahead towards your house, and you hung back with Cove, who crinkled his nose as he watched her.
Sorry.
Sorry about her. I really do want you to come. Don't want it to be just the two of us. Not right now. He leaned in closer and whispered while checking around for anyone who might hear. What happened? Did your dad know you were gone? Cove shook his head and sighed heavily. Dad was so focused on Mom showing up that he didn't even notice. Damn. Is he still that? Is he still that hung up, I guess? And since she looks so young, probably another reason. Yeah, probably that too. Poor Cove. I thought that when I heard them on the phone last night that it was something they were planning for the future. This morning, Dad said it was supposed to be a surprise, and I guess I was surprised. It's gonna be here all summer. Oh. Surprised to hear that too. Cove sighed again, and even heavier. I'll go with you if you really want me to. Smiled his shoulders, relaxing a little in relief. Thanks. That'd be cool. Oh my god, she's so pretty though! What the hecky? Look at her! She's so pretty! I missed. Okay, there you go. Ah. Two of you headed over to where Kove's mom and Had just knocked on your front door, stood behind her. Mom answered the door after a minute, her eyebrows lifting in surprise at the group she found in front of her. You realized that, like you, she would have no idea that it was Kove's mom who was hanging with you. However, after blinking at the woman a couple of times looking between her and Kove, the realization seemed to strike her. Hello there. I'm Pamela.
I see.
I see you've met my kid Rikka. I'm guessing you already known Kove for a while. Kara laughed, and you and Kove exchanged that look at parents' weird sense of humor. I'm Kyra Priest, Kove's mom. So nice to meet you. The head of purple-brown hair caught your eye. A smile popped up behind Mom, squeezing herself beside her. We have company. I was wondering why all the commotion was. She's so freaking pretty. Mama! Fraser! Hi! Oh, I thought you had school. Hi! Are you home? I'm playing now at this part. I'm at the preteens arc. She grinned excitedly at Kyra. The two of them introduced themselves and shook hands.
Hello.
Hi, Rikka. Kove? Kove smiled at Ma shyly. She gestured a hand towards the living room. Still on campus, we have no classes and waiting for the gate to open. Oh, please take care when you're going home. Just be careful out there. There's no use hanging around the doorway. Why don't you come in? I'd love to, but I promised to take my son out to eat. And I wouldn't want to hold you up with a surprise visit. Oh, I understand. You're welcome to stop by anytime.
Of course.
I'll take you up on the offer when I can. Count on it. Would you mind too much if Rikka went with Kove and I? My treat. We won't be driving. Just a quick walk down from the road. Yes. Yes, daughter. I miss our life. Yeah. You have to drop by, but I've been streaming on Mondays recently, so I might have to adjust a lot if we want to collab again. At least drop by in the stream again. Sure.
Have fun.
That sounds nice. I hope you all have fun. You gave your moms a look. They smiled at you fondly. Oh, I'm happy that they would let me go. Because what's a free treat, you know? My brain lagged a little. Hold on. Classmates are with me right now. They found your voice. Oh my god. You don't. So tell your classmates thank you. I appreciate it. I'm trying to make myself awake. My voice is a bit calmer now than yesterday and the other day because I am very tired. I came from a convention, so it's a little. Okay. I have a cup of coffee, but I don't think it seems to be working. I am trying to. I'm gonna think of like resting early today, probably by 5 o'clock, so that I have a few minutes of rest. Yeah, I said I was gonna play a rhythm game later, but I don't think I'll be able to because I really want to take a nap. You could tell that Kove really needed the support, and you were ready to be there for him.
Marvelous.
Marvelous. Expect us back in an hour or two. Your way of words, lady. We look forward to seeing you again. Take care. Need a nap more. I will. I will take a nap. And after taking a nap, I will take a shower. After taking a shower, we'll eat dinner. Because tonight, I think... Oh yeah, I have to catch up on a lot of VODs. I haven't finished watching Persona 5 because Ike was streaming very late. I don't know, I just felt very tired. Wait, what day is it? It's Monday, right? My brain is still settled on Sunday. Your parents waved goodbye to the three of you as you backed up onto the street. There was the sound of the front door closing behind you. I'm pretty positive I saw some restaurants when I was in the taxi. Not too far from here. Yeah, there's a lot of them around. The answer was straightforward and the tone was curt. Cove was usually more lighthearted than that. It's Tuesday. No, not yet. It's not Tuesday yet. Kyra put her hands on her hips and smiled at herself. Well, you sound like the area expert. Do you have any recommendations for a place nearby? Not really. Kyra pouted at him a little and turned to you instead. How about you, Rikka? Wanna point me in the right direction? I will be polite because this is my friend's mom and I'm not that rude. I will say what I have to say. We've been to a lot of places in town. There were a couple that stood out from all the rest. There's a Chinese restaurant that me and my family go to all the time. It's my mom's favorite. There's also a tropical themed place that tries to be sort of fancy. Both sound like a treat. I'll leave it to you to pick for us, since Cove is going through a phase over there. He huffed at her and turned his face away. I mean, she's the guest. I would want you to decide. I've already tried both. Should be the one who chooses. You're so polite. Alright, let's hit up the fancy tropical place. I'm intrigued. Will you show us the way? Oh my god, that eyebrow. You nodded, taking the lead of your little group as Cove and his mom followed behind you. Together, the three of you left the neighborhood behind. The walk was about 15 minutes. Along the way, Kyra asked a lot of questions about the area. Cove was quiet most of the time, so he ended up answering her instead. Kyra explained that she lived in a large city. She loved how peaceful and relaxing everything seemed in Sunset Bird. This restaurant was busy as usual, but luckily we were shown right into a small table. Kyra lowered herself into the chair, while Cove picked the one diagonal to her, not facing her or to her side. It was awkward. Let's see. To start, what would you all like to drink? I'll get an orange soda. Noted. Rikka? I want coffee. No, I'm too young for coffee. I will get probably juice too. Which flavor? I like probably lemonade. Sure. Kyra placed the order for your drinks, getting a black hot coffee for herself, and it didn't take long before they were brought to the table and set in front of you. You took a long sip of your drink as you looked around the restaurant. Your small group checked over the menus, deciding what to order. The last time you came here, the dish you ordered was amazing. You wanted to order something different this time. Kyra and Cove didn't need any encouragement for this. They were totally focused on the information in front of them. Soon, the meals too were ordered and the menus taken away. You glanced at the table surface, waiting to figure out what to say. Cove sunk back further into his seat and avoided eye contact. He started to twiddle his thumbs while acting like all this was perfectly normal. Started twiddling his thumbs aggressively. His sour feelings were unignorable. Instead of asking more open questions he'd brush off, Kyra had mercy on her son and instead put her focus towards you. Oh, this is so bad. So, Rikka, what's a few things that you're into? There's gotta be something to do for fun, especially now that you're not burning school assignments. Oh wow, that's a lot. I like to read, I like to watch, games are fun, I like to play, hang out with people, go to the beach, I'm into sports, music, spend time on art, I write things, still spend time studying. Fashion, I'm really into golf. Hello! This one, what the hecky? Oh my goodness. I like games. I love to play video games. I don't know much about them. Maybe you could show me next time. And I like to hang out with people. Like music. I play the guitar. I'm getting really good at it. I listen to a lot of it. I have an MP3 player at home that my mom helped me put some music on. I've seen some concerts. Awesome! And I like to hang out with people. Hey, it's nice to have friends and family to spend time with. And I like to watch... I like to watch plays. That's very interesting. And didn't say anything else. Thanks. I hope most of them are options like for me, as me. Those are a few things. I play a guitar. I used to play a guitar 2 years into lessons for summer, but I kind of forgot it because I haven't really played it a lot due to school, in college, and then it broke. I still have my guitar downstairs. It's just hanging by the wall, just as a display, not anything else. Okay, I think the coffee's starting to get into effect a little bit. He was trying not to pay attention, but you could tell he was comfortable. He hoping it would clear some of the tension in the air. Decided to ask Kyra a few questions of your own. Cove hadn't told you much about her, and you were curious to know more about this woman who was such a big part of his life. What exactly do you do for work? I'm a travel writer for magazines and things. I keep people in the loop on what's worth seeing. It's good work. Wow. What do you like to do? My phone is acting a little crazy. What's happening? I'm gonna go. Have a good one. Yeah, have a good night, Anon. Have fun with your game as well. Never had a guitar. Sucks. You have to tune it out, or it will rust. You have to at least use your guitar a little bit, you know. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Spend time with my little boy, of course, and traveling. A real shock, huh? Not an ocean. Goddamn. Where do you live normally? Nevada. Have you ever been there? You shook your head. It's a beautiful place. Check it out if you can. I don't want to ask this question. I am curious, but it's not my business. It's not my business to ask a relationship with someone I just barely knew. Like, man, I wouldn't ask. No, I would have asked another question. I can't do that. I'm so tired. Oh wow. I am not yawning, but I think the coffee is starting to take effect a little bit. I'm kind of fine. I will finish this probably. After this, I would probably take a rest. Let's see. Didn't seem to bother her that the conversation dropped off. Wolf sipped his soda angrily, slurping up the remaining drink with furrowed brows. Looked ready to run straight out of the restaurant. Weren't sure if coming along had ended up making that much better or worse. I gave him a sympathetic look. Cove eventually noticed you watching him, and you gave him a look to let you know you were there for him. Took a couple of moments, but finally he cracked a smile. And that made you feel a little lighter inside.
Very cute.
You two seem really cute together. Oh my god. Embarrassing! Cove covered his face with his hands and leaned back in his seat.
Seriously?
Ugh, Mom, why would you say that? Boo, should have flicked the straw wrapper. I'm not that mean, sir. I'm not that mean. I would just blush, actually. The way you said that had embarrassed you. It's fun. I mean, I never did that as a kid a lot. I wasn't that much of a... I don't know, was I even a kid? You weren't prepared to have Cove's own mother describe the normal interactions the two of you had as cute. Your meals were delivered shortly after that, and everything was so delicious, even Cove enjoyed his food. Alright, now that we're all full and content, can you explain please why you had a bug up off your butt all day? Cove's face scrunched at that. Seriously, baby, what did Mom do to make you this mad? I mean, hello? I haven't even been around a full day yet. I mean, hello, honey, have you seen what happened to him when he was a kid? He gripped the edge of the table, refusing to make... I never do that with my family. He gripped the edge of the table, refusing to make eye contact. The words he spoke were barely audible over the din of the restaurant. Could have told me. She leaned forward to not miss anything else, eyebrows raised. Told you what? Finally seemed to find his voice, spoke the thoughts that had been on his mind. We have the same eyes. So nice. That I wasn't gonna visit you this year. That you were gonna be coming instead. Didn't you invite me? You wanted me here with you. You wanted me here with you. Cove's eyes began to shake and his frustration ebbed. I do want you to be around, but didn't know it'd be like this. It's not the same. Nobody said anything.
I see.
I see. Her expression grew tense. She threaded her fingers together and placed her hands in front of her on the table. We've both been gifted another Clifford surprise. Oh. I think it's the dad. Jesus Christ, what has the dad been doing? Referring to that as a Clifford surprise almost caused both you and Cove to crack a smile. You also had no idea his name was just Cliff. Oh, Clifford is his dad. Yeah. Over 5 years, nobody had ever called him Clifford until now. Jeez. He smoothed her hair out, not letting go of her stern look. The more things change, the more they stay the same. They let out identical sighs, but smiled weakly at one another afterwards.
I'm sorry.
I can go home, Cove. Could still set up a normal trip to my place before the summer ends. Cove's lips tightly closed together. He seriously pondered the option.
I mean...
I think I do want you to stay. I miss it when you're not there. Oh my god, I feel like I shouldn't be here. Look at them both smiling. Hey. Okay. Thank you for the raid. Hi everyone. Hello. Director's raid. Oh my god, the ad isn't really timed, right? Hold on. Hi Derek. Thank you for the follows, everybody. Wait, I should move the alerts. Hold on, let me should move them a little bit downwards. I want to move them a little bit downwards because they're a bit too high. There you go. Welcome, Raiders! Hold on, there's still an ad. Hello, are we back? The timing of the ad, though. Hello, everyone. My name is Rikka, and I'm your comfy Vtuber on Essen. Likes to play games and be comfy with everyone. Or playing our life. My timing is impeccable. Yes, you are. Hello, okay. How is you? How was your stream? What did you? What did you see? Oh, you're just chatting. I see. Or unless like were you playing something during just chatting? I don't know. It says just chatting. Yeah, just talk. Okay. Did you tell your story or like tell anything about the convention and stuff? Yeah, I thought I was gonna do that, but I wanted to stream something else because I'm a little bit tired. I will tell my story when I get the energy again. Probably tomorrow night, but I don't know. We'd usually do Jump King while just chatting. Oh, Jump. I haven't even continued Jump King in a whole minute. You talk con stuff? Yeah, the con was so much fun. I'm glad to see you there. So, and also everyone, thank you for dropping by. I'm happy that everyone be here. I'm just reading a visual novel called Our Life, and it's not your typical dating sim. It's a game where you really experience growing up with your childhood friend, possibly going to be your future lover. I'm gonna zip for a bit. I just came home for a few hours ago. Oh my gosh, and then you streamed? That's dedication. I was supposed to stream yesterday myself, but I was so tired. Yeah, have a good eat and have a good rest. Okay, it's nice to see you here. Thank you for the raid again. My heart. They missed me. Of course they did. Sorry, now we're clingy. Y'all amazing. Yeah, you worked hard, okay. Have a good sleep. My heart! She reached across the gap, grabbed his face, and planted a kiss on his cheek. Cove tried to wiggle away. Mom, stop! I'm sorry. Sweet young men need to be smooched by their parents. If I don't, they'll take away my mom license. My goodness, that's adorable. Kyra was completely enthused by Cove's admission, though a tone of seriousness did return to her voice when the conversation continued. Do you want to talk to your dad too?
No.
Oh my god, that no was so stern. Cove had snapped the word instantly, but reeled his annoyance back in just as quickly. Maybe later, not today.
It's alright.
I understand, you can shove it. Thanks, Mom. Thank you for talking to me, little mister. She grinned affectionately at him before turning away. Then thank you, Rikka. Huh? What did I do? It's easy to act like a baby with your mom. It's hard to keep that up with your neighbor watching everything. Especially when you really care about what your neighbor thinks of you. She winked. What the heck, mother? The mother is so crazy. What are you doing? Mom! Just rubbed his hair with a laugh, and moved her hand down to tap the end of his nose. That was how the issue was resolved, at least between Cove and his mom. It was cute. When the three of you left the restaurant and Kyra had paid the bill, you walked back to your neighborhood slowly. You'd eaten so much by that time, you were beginning to feel sleepy. Ha! That's me right now. Didn't help that the lunch had happened late. The sun was already beginning to descend from the sky. Oh, hello, it's the dad. But eventually you reached your street. Someone was there to greet your group upon arrival. Welcome back, family. And Rikka too. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at all of them. Jeez, no wonder. Look at them. They look so good together. Jesus. Cliff. Dad. Uh-oh. The two walked past him to the condo without sparing another word. Despite the summer heat, their shoulders were cold. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. They're so cute! He rubbed the back of his neck with a crooked smile, but his eyes were soft as he looked on after them. He's so much like his mom, don't you think? That's very true. He gave a vague nod, not sure what was he expecting you to do. He nodded back far more energetically. Okay, have a nice night, Rikka. You too, Mr. Holden. With that, Cove's dad disappeared to join the others inside, so he returned to go home now. Summer hadn't started off at all. You imagined it would have, though it turned out to set the tone well. Having Kyra in the neighborhood was a new experience for not only you and Cove, but also both your families. A dull moment was rarely had. God, that was a long introduction. Jesus Christ. Okay. Maybe I will talk to you guys instead. I might need to take a break a little bit and continue this the next time I stream. I would cater a day where I'll play Our Life every week, or even every other week, because I want to have a new RPG that we can continue on playing. Because I'm pretty sure playing this game will take a long time, and I want something with a little bit of action. So I've been thinking I might put a chance on streaming from my capture card and stream from my Switch, because I have Final Fantasy X and X2. So maybe we can continue on playing Final Fantasy the next time. And so I need a reason to play it again. I also have Octopath, but I feel like I can make a poll. For those who want to vote, I want you to guys choose, should I play Octopath or should I play Final Fantasy? I will maybe... Oh shit, no. Go back. Don't go back. Okay, so let me try to make a poll. So how do I do this? Okay, okay. Question. What JRPG should I play next? Octopath or Final Fantasy X? I want to start with this. I will like have like at least 3, like probably 5 minutes. No, it's too long. 3 minutes. All right. Final Fantasy needs to be long as well. Yeah, it is long, but I intend to have actually a long RPG game, and then either a long RPG game, then this visual novel, and then one chill game like rhythm games or anything under the sun that's not too long, so I can balance it very well. So let's see. Oh my god, 50-50. Comments about the length of our life. Hey everyone, let's play a JRPG. That's the thing. I like long stuff. Keeps like, I want to have something different aside from like visual novels. Our life is also as long. Final Fantasy is long, but Final Fantasy has more action. I need action. I need turn-based stuff. I want to play. I actually feel like Persona 3 is getting a little too much grindy, so I'm playing it offline. So I have the game for Persona 3 P3P remastered. That could also be an option, but I have to start over. I would rather play that offline because Persona 3 kind of burned me out when I was playing it on stream, and I don't want that to be disappearing, so I might play it offline. The remaster is gonna be so good. I know. I'm gonna play Reload. I want to buy Reload. Oh my god. Wow, the votes are setting in. 67% for Octopath. Okay. Okay, let's see. I'll save this for now. And then let's go to the menu. Yes. So that's Cove, by the way. This is him as a kid. And this is him as an adult. I'm not influencing the poll at all. What do you mean? Excuse me. Yeah, let's get back to my room a little bit. Oops. There you go. I'm exiting the game. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, what? Okay. Let's see. Wait, it's a little too early for wine. Hold on. There. Let's see how is it gonna be. Because I started Octopath already, but I haven't finished it. It's just in my Switch right now. I played I rather like I can't play Octopath. I do hope my controller, yeah, my controller will work for sure. Okay, so the winner is. All right, I will play Octopath the next time I stream. I am not dead set on the date on when it will be, but I will make sure that the next RPG game that I will play will be Octopath, and I'm very, very excited about it because I have a lot of games on my library, even on Steam. I have a lot of other games that are just co-op, but you know, I finished Omori, and I kind of miss playing long, lengthy games of like with action and movement, because visual novels are different, so you just have to read and make a choice. So that's why even if both games are very long, like Final Fantasy as well, I would rather have something that we can like have choices of like mixing up stuff. And I need to learn how to be strategic in these types of games. Thank you guys for answering the poll. I'll make sure that we will do Octopath the next time, and I will set it in my schedule. Yeah, Octopath's great for that. Yeah. And it's such a cute game because it's also pixelated. It's one of my favorite types of game styles. Like if the game is pixelated, like RPG Maker, but it's not RPG Maker. I kind of like RPG Maker games, even though some of them I haven't played myself. I've watched a few people play it. I've watched My friends play it. It's truly an amazing thing. Like, you can bring back like all the old retro style with a little modern twist in the story. There. Okay, let's see here. I see people follow. Thank you, Ants, for following me. And thank you, Aki Titan X, for following me as well. I hope you have a snack and a drink in handy. Or a while ago, I hope you had a snack and a drink in hand. I forgot to say that. And hope you enjoyed your time with me while I was reading Our Life. Anyhow, nap time. A little bit later. Hold on. Let me just hang out with the new peeps. Let me talk to you all. Don't leave me too soon. Don't make me leave too soon. I wanna hang out with y'all. Y'all so funny. So cute. So I guess I would say a few stuff about me on what I do or what's my lore. My lore is I am a comfy VTuber. A lot of people were saying that my voice is very calm and very relaxing to listen to. So I kind of got that vibe. My first model was a 3D model from Vtuber Studio. Wait, no, not Vtuber Studio, Vroid Studio that I made over a templated one with really purple hair because I really love the color purple. And then over time, I got my PNG, changed to that for a while now, before I actually get my live 2D funds, which I've been trying to earn myself. So it's a little difficult because, of course, it's hard to manage like working and streaming at the same time. But I know I sure get over that soon. And I am looking forward to the time that I will be actually having a proper lore. Wink wonk. My lore is very mysterious. It takes time. Yeah, that's why I removed from my name that I will be debuting this year because it wouldn't be happening anytime soon. There's so much happening and I have to sacrifice a few stuff. Let's say my cosplay stuff because it also takes a lot of money, takes a lot of time, and it makes me tired nonetheless. I have to really try and not buy too much games. Because of course, if I do, it would take me a lot of time to earn money to pay for my card. Like right now, I just paid off something. Especially, recently there was a convention that, oh yeah, you could ask me questions of some cosplay stuff. I can tell a full story of what happened. And most of you are following my other Twitter account for my cosplay stuff. I don't normally promote that, but whenever you find it, then you can follow me if you want to. But if you don't, then sorry. I don't normally promote it because I don't want to get everything mixed up from my VTubing stuff to my cosplaying stuff. Yeah, those, if you're a follower, if you want some VTuber stuff to be following my VTuber content, well, most of them are not as not updated yet. So all my socials will be found in my card. So you can take a look at that. And my YouTube account. Also, I stream on YouTube as well. I'm starting to stream on YouTube, and I haven't really uploaded a lot of my VOD stuff since May. Which I will get into eventually. And we'll fix it in a playlist. Because I want to make it updated. It's gonna be almost end of the year, and I don't want to take too long on that one. And of course, it's easy to upload like videos, but some of them are very, very long. So I have to really wait for them to upload before I upload the other one so it can be in proper arrangement. But let's see what happens. Especially now, I feel like I want to take a nap. So that's not gonna happen this time today. And I have other stuff to do. like recordings or other projects. I do wish to have my own cover soon. Hopefully we get that moment to come, whatever that is. It's a little difficult to have like trying to have a cover and spend time on trying to earn money for the Life 2D funds. Nothing is easy. I want to have my first solo cover soon. I hope. I do hope. And I cope. Let me see. While we will get there, I am trying to get there. I am not in a rush as well, but you know, some things are hard. Like some things I feel like some days I feel like I'm very impatient. Which I want to stop that. Yeah, so I'm actually looking for someone to raid while we... I'm keep coming up with the questions if you want. I'm just looking who to raid before I go. I usually go longer on streams than this, but yeah, I will take my time to rest for now. Okay, we can raid Mopo Patata. A professional internet potato. That's cute. Why you a simp? I'm a simp because I'm a simp. I support my faves and I love them to bits, non-parasocially. Oh, speaking of that, I am a proud simp of K9 Kuro. If you guys know about K9 Kuro's debut yesterday, or the other day, yeah, yesterday, then you are based. I love his model so much. I want a pat. I want a hug. No, with consent. November 11th. You're always in my feed. I know everything. You follow both of my accounts. 3 actually. I moved from K-pop to VTubers. So, I mean, you already know by this by now. Yeah. Anywho, yeah, I already found someone to raid. Yeah, we will raid Mopo Potata. I hope you give them lots and lots and lots of love and support because I think they're playing Yakuza? Yeah, Yakuza 6, the Song of Life. So let's give them the raid message. Potata. So yeah, I guess you already know about everything I have. I have like a wish list if you want to support me in everything that I do, aside from like my Life 2D funds and my sub goals. You can also use my wish list for the games that I actually want to play. You can help me directly in achieving this if you're only able to. So yeah, you can check out that link right down there. And my socials already been released. You can see that my socials and everything's in there. And if you want to watch me here, either here or on YouTube, or watch my VOD, or at least follow me on TikTok. And if you have any other support that you want to give me on Gang, especially I'm trying to improve my voice acting portfolio. And I have a lot of surprises for that, but I can't say anything too much. That would be that would be a very, very good secret. But until then, I'm cooking something behind the scenes. Don't you worry. And aside from that, I think that's pretty much it. There's not a lot happening aside from like what I'm cooking behind the scenes. But even though you can support me or donate to me, or you can be you're just a watcher, a live watcher, a VOD watcher, or anything in the likes, it doesn't matter to me. It's always optional, and your presence is always appreciated. So, yay, drugs. No, don't do drugs, kids. Don't do drugs. Anywho, so if you want to use the raid message, we have an exclamation mark raid which says "Via Comfy Raiders." And those who are subbed to me, or those who have subbed, thank you very much. I have exclamation sub raid for those who have the same message with my Rikka 2 emote. So Rikka 2 sip emote. Wow, that's I really need to update my emotes actually, because there's a lot of space that I can go to, which means I have to earn more money to commission, which is fine. Anywho, let's raid Mopo_patata. So yeah, please again give them a lot and lots of love, and I hope you all have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. And I hope everyone who's sleeping have a good sleep, and I'll see you guys on the next one. I will post the schedule probably by tomorrow because I'm tired today. Alright everyone, bye bye!